It is the beginning of a new era for the Phoenix Police Department. The new interim police chief, Michael Sullivan, is halfway through his first week on the job, replacing Chief Jerry Williams, who retired after a turbulent tenure with the Phoenix PD. Well, many of those same challenges persist. Sullivan takes over amid a Justice Department investigation, an officer shortage, and violence against officers hitting an all-time high.
So what's his plan to move forward? Amy Cutler sat down with the new chief. A lot on his plate here, Amy.
Yeah, Nicole, Jared, and that new chief acknowledges the challenges he now faces. He tells me his experience is right in this moment for this department. He tells me that he plans to listen and learn before implementing any changes. What are your first impressions of the department?
You know, my first impressions are this is a terrific department that has already made a number of reforms to make it better.
Interim Phoenix Police Chief Michael Sullivan sitting down with me for a one-on-one interview. He started Monday. Why did he want the job?
My experience lines up with exactly what city leaders in Phoenix were looking for. Somebody with major city chief experience to be able to manage the complexities of a major city police department, but also experience with the Department of Justice.
The DOJ is still investigating Phoenix regarding allegations of excessive use of force and abuse of homeless people. There are several lawsuits involving officers' use of force and the decision to charge some protesters back in May 2020 as gang members. Then there's how officers cleared a homeless encampment in downtown during the pandemic.
The Phoenix Police Department needs to have a better transparency with the community, be able to sit down and talk to people, because there's a lot of mistrust.
Ben Taylor is a civil rights attorney. I asked Chief Sullivan about that sentiment. How do you go about restoring the trust?
You know, the Department of Justice investigation highlighted areas that they were concerned with. Those were areas that we need to be very much aware of. But when it comes to restoring trust, it really is about us being accountable as an agency.
He tells me his first priority will be responding to a spike in gun violence.
Being able to put together a crime plan that really focuses on those most violent places and the most violent people.
Taylor tells me he is cautiously optimistic. He'll be watching for these key things.
To not be afraid to stand up to the union, to not be afraid to punish bad officers, and do the right thing with the community.
Sullivan's title has interim at the front of it. The department tells me there will be a national search for the permanent chief. He can apply if he wants. Is this a job that you want?
You know, that's way too early to think about. I'm thinking about tomorrow, you know, day 4.
Now, a spokesman with the Phoenix Police Department tells me it is unclear when the DOJ investigation will be complete. As for Chief Jerry Williams, we're told that she is still with the department helping in this transition. She has been the chief for the last 6 years. Her last day has not yet been announced. Live in Phoenix, Amy Cutler, Arizona's Family.